Can you hear me, Catherine? Okay, ma?
Yes, no issue.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Sorry, because I think the camera has some issue, so you are not able to see my face, but that doesn't matter. So good afternoon. A huge shout out to NCSS and their initiative today for the Tech and Go session. Right? So my name is Roger, and I run SYNER-G Technologies, a IT managed service company and a PSG grant approved vendor. So I have Catherine, my colleague, with me. She will take care of all the questions that you might have during the presentation later. All right. So I think you should know the session will run 30 minutes, and there will be a 10 minutes Q&A. And for us as a pre-approved PSG vendor, PSG is for SME, and I'm happy that NCSS has coming out with this initiative that for members to take part of this grant, because I believe the social services, charity, non-profit are all still organizations, although they are not commercial, but they also have rent to pay. They also have operating costs to look at. So if we could use technology to help them to be more productive and save time, effort, I think that would also bring a lot of value to the table, right? And we understand a lot of you would use volunteers and to run the organization. And if we are able to have the same amount of time, but doing more work for the volunteers, or reduce the number of time doing the same kind of work the volunteers can, provide, I think that will make a lot of sense in your organization, right? So let me share with you who we are. We are established actually in 2006, and we are authorized Apple, Adobe, Google, and Microsoft partner. That's the reason why today's section, we are talking about the G Suite, which is Google and Microsoft. Right. So for me personally, I'm a change management expert, and before the pandemic, I'm actually flying around the Asia Pacific training people in changing from an on-prem workflow to a G Suite or a Microsoft 365 workflow, which is cloud. So doing this from a traditional system to a cloud system is not just like a switch, just click the button and everybody become on the cloud. So there is a structure, there is a way that we help customers to migrate up to the cloud. So we provide solution consultancy training for this company that is moving traditionally on-prem to the cloud. And of course, we also help IT to manage IT services for the small and mid-sized organization. All right. Now, when we talk about the new norm, I think everybody knows what is that. So let me share a video, a very quick one, to see how we look at the new norm in the future, the new kind of work that we are expecting in the future. All right, let's take a look. Okay. Okay, so what you have seen is that traditionally the way of what we're working, the clouded offices, everything will have to go. So we are talking about remote working at home, different kind of collaboration remotely now, because we cannot fly to many places now. So everything is digitalized. So for us, for myself personally, I actually spent the last 6 years trying to change businesses digitally, trying to ask people to do work collaboratively on the cloud remotely. And I think I'm not doing a good job, because for the last 6 years, I'm trying to tell people to do that, but my, the take-up rate was not so fast as compared to COVID, because COVID within the last 6 months changed the whole world, changed the way we work. And even now in this seminar, if I mean, to be very honest, if there's no COVID, I think we'll be still in the seminar room. I'll be in the stage. You'll be downstairs at the buffet table looking for the next dim sum review while I talk about my solution until you will only listen when I say, oh, so this is the price of the grant and you know how much you can get from out of the grant. Then you guys will be, you know, become very interested. So things have changed. And when we look at traditional IT, it's not just that, oh, if I'm using a server, I'm using a, you know, I access my data in the office, we are using a traditional IT. And if some IT vendor comes to you and say, hey, we help people move your data to the cloud so that you can access from anywhere and anytime. I mean, to be very honest, to us, these are still already traditional IT. When people start to talk about cloud, we have been talking to people 6 years ago, and cloud has been around 20 years ago. So cloud technology is actually very traditional. And what is modern? So modern IT, what we are looking at is a unified system. What do I mean by unified? So, I mean, all of you now use a lot of WhatsApp, what you call that, Telegram to communicate. And now, when we talk about unified system, we are talking about a platform that can unify, that can have cross reference of all these different technologies that you are using in a single platform so that you do not have to change system when you are working. So this is what we call by productivity. That brings us to the next why we use G Suite or Microsoft 365. Now, in my PSG, as a PSG grant vendor, we get a lot of questions from the customers. So far I've never hear a question on, hey Roger, what is the difference between an i5 laptop and an i7 laptop? You know, why do I need an 8 gig or 16 gig? No more question like that. But more the question people are asking us is, Roger, how do I choose between G Suite and 365? All right, what is, you know, how do I make sure that I'm choosing the right software? So there are even people asking me, hey, Roger, you know, is G Suite and 365, which is more popular? Because they want to choose the most popular software so that they can use. So let me tell you, please do not select a software because it is popular. You select a software that works with your organization, works the way how you want it to work. Because at the end of the day, for this solution, the cloud tools, they all offer very similar functions, all right? I mean, to be very honest, we are a G Suite user for the last 10 years, all right? And a few years ago, if you ask me, Roger, which is the best software for online collaboration, 100% I will tell you is G Suite. Because G Suite because G Suite is born in the cloud, so the collaboration tools are very, very good. I'm going to show you a bit of how to collaborate later in this demo, but fast forward to today, Microsoft came out with this product called Microsoft Teams. When I use Teams, suddenly I feel that this Microsoft has nailed something right. All right, so Teams brings all the two different applications together into one platform, and you can use it, you know, without leaving Microsoft Teams. And I think that is very good, and that increased productivity. And now I think Teams has an edge over G Suite. Now, people will ask, so Roger, are you telling me to go for 365 and not G Suite? And again, no, because last 2 weeks, G Suite just announced they are going to come out with G Suite Workspace. So typically, G Suite will look like Teams in the future. So basically, at the end of the day, you will see these cloud providers providing competition to each other, forming solutions that are always better than each other. But at the end of the day, they will match each other in terms of performance. All right. So let us very quickly look at what are the different functions that they are the same by these two software. So basically, both of them offer business class email. They offer file storage on the cloud. They offer Office application. They offer collaboration. They offer IT management. You can restart password, change users from the IT console. You can instant messaging to each other. You can do video conferencing, and you can, create your calendar. Okay. So with that, let me very quickly move into a demo for Google, and then at the same time, I will also move into Microsoft 365 demo, and then we will see how the difference between these two apps. So I hope that by this demo, you will be able to understand how the productivity software works and how it works with your organization and choose the right one for you. And at the end of the demo, I will be also demonstrating a Adobe Sign and Hello Sign. All right, these are signing solutions because in this time where people work remotely, we need a solution that people can verify. All right, so and sign. So let's us move to the demo now. So I will have to do a new share. So just bear with me. I will. Okay. So can you see my? Can you see my screen while showing my G Suite email?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Yeah. So this is typically G Suite, and you will find it familiar because it looks like Gmail. All right. So I'm only showing you all the cloud application because to me, I believe cloud is the way to go because I do not have to depend on any devices. I can access my cloud application on any devices and use it anywhere. And the best part is that I do not need to buy a super powerful machine just to run my email application because everything can be run on the cloud. I can use a very simple machine, a simple laptop, and my application, my cloud application still runs as fast as it is. All right. So very quickly, I'm not going to, okay. I think okay. So very quickly, you will see that this is the G Suite. So one of the things that we can do productivity with email now is that I can immediately access my calendar at the click of a button. I do not have to have different application to access my calendar. So my calendar can be beside my email, if you can see here. And I can also have a meeting, a online meeting, a video conferencing meeting directly from my email. So by clicking on this, I'm able to access, I'm able to set and send invite to people to join me for the meeting online. So that is how fast and how quickly you can get your team together and discuss on a project together, right? So there's another thing is that like for the email, if you want to create a task, you can easily just by clicking a button and it will automatically create a task for you in the task box. And you can also set up a due date for this so that you remind you. And sometimes after 2 or 3 weeks, the email is gone and you don't know where is it. What you need to do is go to your task and select the link, and then the email that you set as a task comes back to you. So that is how productive G Suite is. Now, G Suite also provide this thing called the Google Docs, Google Sheets, which is equivalent to the Microsoft Office. And what you are looking at now is the Google Docs. And if you look at this Google Docs, you will feel that this is a very primitive Microsoft Word. And it is very primitive, but it is very good because when I type, okay, so traditionally you need to save, but with Google, everything is saved automatically immediately. So if today your computer run out of battery or there is a power surge, your data is still on the cloud, and the moment you start another system you access, you will be able to access whatever you have typed the last minute you key in. So this is not Microsoft, this is G Suite. Okay, sorry. So, and I want to show you how easy is it to collaborate. Now, if you see there is a icon here, this is because Catherine is logged into my document at the same time. So Catherine, can I get you to help me type something in the sheet? So if you see Catherine is typing, I can see that the cursor is moving, and I know that Catherine is doing some typing. And at the same time, I am typing and she is typing. So we are collaborating on the same document real time. So imagine you have, now we cannot travel, but you need to, work with your different colleagues in Cambodia and whatever countries. We are able to do this at the same time, doing the same time. So it is very, very, very effective. And what is bad is if you work with different countries, say if I work with someone from China who don't understand English, I can simply just go and click on translate a document, and I can translate any, okay, we don't say any language, but most of the common language to any language that you want. So I translate this into Chinese, okay, and immediately, see, it becomes a Chinese document. So this is how easy and how effective it is to use an online tool like G Suite. And let me show you one very final tips before I move into Microsoft that you can show off to rest of your colleague who never came to my briefing. All right, there is this thing called voice typing, which is nobody use, but I like it because in meetings we used to have to take in notes. All right, so but for now with this, if I turn on the mic, if I turn on the mic, immediately you will pick up my words. So imagine we are in a meeting and I just run this Microsoft, by this Google Docs online, and I just turn on the mic and everything is taken down. I don't have even to type a single word. And the understanding of your language, I'm not speaking Queen's English, but again, the system is able to pick up my English pretty well, right? So this is something that people don't really use it and don't really know, but this is a very good tool if you go to a meeting. So this is something that I want to share with you for G Suite. Now, let us move to Microsoft. Okay, I'm not going into the Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, which I think you guys are really very good at, but I want to show you Teams. Microsoft Teams is something new. Not many people is using, but yeah, but the traction rate is getting higher. Now, okay, so Microsoft Teams, it is like a window pane of activities that you need it for your day-to-day work. So for example, right, what your activities are all listed down here, okay, and you have a chat box that you can chat with your colleague. So now let's say I chat with Catherine. So it's just like your WhatsApp. Okay, and then she can reply. It's just like WhatsApp. But what is very interesting with this is that you can create immediately, you can create a meme. Okay. Okay, you can create a meme for her and it actually adds some fun to your work. All right. So immediately you can do that. So that is a fun part for Teams. All right. And now you see Catherine is typing. So we are actually communicating using the chat. Okay. So if you look at Teams, now Teams is like your project folder. So any projects that you have, you'll put it at Teams. So I have a training folder where this is how I will put anything for training. I will put it here so that my collaborator, which is Catherine, is able to see all the files. So when I go to files, if any files, they are all able to see the same file. Okay. And you see there is a Meet. So this is the same as the Google Meet. So it is a video conferencing. So when I click on Meet, all the members in my channel is able to log in and have a video conferencing with me immediately. All right. Since we are here, I want to show you this thing called Adobe Sign. So Adobe Sign actually works best with Microsoft Teams because if I go to Adobe Sign, all right, Adobe Sign is a signing application. Okay, sorry, I need to. So the moment I sign in, okay, I will be able to say, I want to send a document because now we are all working from home or remote working. So we are always not in the office. All right, so I can send an email to my boss, for my Catherine. All right, and I can set a few sliders and I can put them complete in order or any order so that they can have like, the first slider must be Catherine, second slider must be Roger, third slider must be Peter. All right, we can do that. Okay, and what we have to do is to give them the contract, and I just have to add the file from my computer and I will send. So easy. So you will send an email to Catherine and Catherine will have signed the contract. So we'll let her sign that while we go into the other functions before we go back to Adobe Sign again. Okay, so this is the calendar. So it actually integrate your Microsoft calendar with Teams. So you have any meetings on Microsoft, everything will be here. So you can access your your meeting, your video conferencing immediately from Microsoft Teams. And this call is very interesting. Microsoft has just came out with a calling solution. So basically you can add on, and imagine next time you don't have to be in the office to pick up your office call. When you are at home and someone called the office, it immediately rings from your Teams and you can just answer from your laptop or your mobile phone where your Teams is installed. So this makes you listen, get your call anytime, anywhere. All right. And of course, if you have Google Drive, Dropbox, and OneDrive, you can actually all tie into Teams, and you can actually use that. So let us go back to the Teams. And if you look at, there's a notice that Catherine is already signed on the Adobe Sign. So let's go back to Adobe Sign, and let's manage agreements. So anything that you sign up to sign will be under the manage agreement. And if I look at Catherine, so this is what she has signed. So let me enlarge it, and she has signed on my document just like that. And I got a signed document with a timestamp, and this signature is legally binding. So if you want to bring Catherine to court, it is possible. Now, there is another solution which is called Adobe Sign. And why we use HelloSign? Okay, so HelloSign is another solution, and HelloSign is from Dropbox. And if you are with Adobe, HelloSign will be, if you are with G Suite, okay, I beg your pardon, if you are with G Suite, HelloSign will be better. I will show you why. But this is how a HelloSign interface will look like. And to sign documents, it's the same. So I just click on sign. So and I just drag and drop the file in. Okay, I'll wait for it to upload. And I will select the signer, and I will send it out for them to sign. So I will put Catherine. Okay, and then go next. Okay, and I select the field for her to sign. Next. Okay. Oh, sorry, I need a subject title. Okay, so now I already signed out the document for Catherine to sign. So it's the same as Adobe Sign. But why I say that if you are using G Suite, you should look at HelloSign, because at G Suite they have an add-on for HelloSign. So for example, for this document, I have a contract for me to sign. So as a user, I can, of course, I can sign in. I need to sign in. Accept. Okay, we just have to do this once. Okay, I think I know why. Because this account is not a HelloSign account. So let me go to another document. Okay, so for example, I go to this document, and I go to my HelloSign. Just a moment. I go to HelloSign. Okay. Set. Okay. So, oops, I need to find one with a PDF. So say this. Okay. Okay. So I go next. So say someone send me a contract to sign, a PDF contract to sign. From my email itself, I am able to access the HelloSign. Okay, from my email, and I put in my signature, just like that. Okay, continue. Okay, and it will bring you back to your email, which is your Gmail. Okay, so when you bring it back to the Gmail, you can attach a document and send an email. So actively, I do not have to download the document into my computer and then upload to the email and sign. So immediately I have the document that I have signed in HelloSign. Okay, so if you are using, so this is a document that I have signed. So if I'm using HelloSign, if you're using HelloSign, then or you're using G Suite, then you should use HelloSign. Okay, so that is the demo session for the software itself. So now let us look at the specific of the grant. So we took this from the PSG solution. So the specific of the grant, please check with NCSS on it. But on my PSG website, this is what we offer. So we offer G Suite for work. If you have 5 users or less, you have only 1 TB of space. But if you have 5 users or more, it is unlimited storage. So you can store anything on the cloud. Okay, for your information, my G Suite, I have about 60, I think it's 16 terabyte of data inside, and it's still counting. Okay, so for package B, we are offering the Microsoft 365 package. Also, it is only 1 TB per email, and we share amongst the OneDrive and SharePoint. And this package B, Microsoft, it actually provide you with the offline Microsoft Office application like the Word, Excel, PowerPoint on your computer. So you can use on the web and you can use it on your computer. Okay. Now, what we are offering for the laptop is the Asus. All right. Okay. So in fact, I would just want to share with you why we choose Asus, because we actually going through a thought process for Asus. When we are looking at the different brands like HP, Dell, Surface, and stuff, all this we are able to also provide. But why we choose Asus is because first, the price point is just right. All right. Okay. Because I understand you have 8,000. So if I give you a machine that is 3,000, you probably only can buy 2 or 3 machines. But with a very, very value provision laptop, and if you are using everything on the cloud, this machine serves just nice. But the most important thing is because we are aiming this to work from home and work in office, first thing what we think is we need a machine that is easily being able to connect to connect to different devices like HDMI to VGA, to your LAN port. Because sometimes at home I'm using a VGA monitor, in the office I'm using HDMI monitor, and in some laptops you need to buy dongle. So basically, you buy a laptop, you buy one whole bag of dongle and carry with you. It doesn't make a lot of sense. The next reason why we use Asus is because Asus is highly upgradable. You can put in an extra hard disk if it's not enough space. You can put in more RAM easily if you want to do that. Some devices is fixed. You can't open up the device to add in more RAM. So the reason why we choose Asus, okay? And this is the i5 combination, which is the i5 with 8 gig RAM and a 512 SSD, okay? And most industry standard now in the market is only giving you 256, and Asus is giving 512 at this price. Okay, it's a 3 years warranty, and our battery is a 2 years battery warranty. Most vendor provide only 1 year, we give 2 years. Okay. The other flavor of the Asus is the i7. It's also 8 gig, also 512, but it's just that it's i7. All right, and most of the things say 3 years, 2 years battery is all the same. Okay, so we give this as an offering in our PSG. Now, of course, everything must be customizable. We also have add-on in our PSG, but in the PSG, add-on is self-paid. So the company who want to get the add-on have to pay out of their own business pocket. All right, but for NCSS, we say in talk. So if you think that you need this and this is a requirement, we are able to try to talk and see if we can put this under part of the grant. So what is the add-on? So add-on that we can actually add in more RAM, like 8 gig or 16 gig RAM into the machine to make it faster, run better. We can actually add in a graphic card so that they can run more monitors, display. You can add in an adapter so that you can bring around one, and one you can put it in the office. Okay, of course, for people in the office who have 4 or 5 screens, it's better to get a USB docking station where you can lift and put the computer on it. Okay, cool the computer at the same time, and also have more ports, more USB ports, more different flavor of ports on your table. And the last but not least is the monitor and laptop riser. Okay, so this riser is a bit different by normal riser. You can put your laptop on top. On my display is a monitor, but you can put the laptop on it. It also has a UV sanitizer at the bottom so that you can put your keyboard, mouse, and your handphone inside to standardize. Now everybody talk about germs, and now everybody talk about cleanliness, and we all work in the same table, remote working, a shared space. This become a very, very popular item where they can sanitize all the devices, the keyboard, the mouse on the system. So you can add this on to the purchase itself. All right, so I finished the presentation. I hope I bring some light and some new tactics to you. And if you want to know more, please contact us here. The QR code are all scannable. Please scan to get our contact details. Please don't just scan Catherine and then just call her. You know, that's what happened in the last seminar. All right. Sometimes, you know, give me a call. If not, I will be very sad. Of course, you know, the round QR code below the Tech and Go, they are also QR code. You can scan them and you can go to the website and email Pumpkin Squad if you want to have any question for them. With that, I will leave this screen on here so that you can take your time to do scanning and copy down our information. If not, I will pass the time to Catherine. Catherine, maybe you will want to take on some questions, and if you have any questions, please, you have 10 minutes for her. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm Catherine, everyone. Good afternoon. And I'm here to take up you guys if you have any questions about our product solutions. And if that is a technical question, it will be brought to Roger. And if it is regarding to the grant applications, then it will be answered by Pumpkin Squad from NCSS. And yeah, can I hear any question from anyone from the ground?
Hi, I'm Lillian from CCSS.
Yes, Lillian?
Yeah, I actually have two questions. The first question is, we are actually already on O365. So if we are interested to get Adobe Sign, is it a matter of getting additional licenses to add on Adobe Sign into our O365 subscription?
Yes, you're right.
Okay, so just buy the Adobe Sign licenses.
Correct.
Directly from Adobe, or do you handle at SYNER-G?
Yeah, we do handle.
Okay, so I can write to you to get a quotation, things like that.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, your pricing is for non-profit organizations?
That one we can, yeah, we are in halfway talking to Adobe to adjust for NPO.
I see. Okay. I don't know if you can answer the second question.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Actually, in fact, I have recently applied the PSG grant for 2 sets of laptops that also comes with O365 license subscription. But I was this application was actually unsuccessful. When I went back to Enterprise SG to ask why was our application unsuccessful, their reply was that our organization is registered as a non-business entity, thus they do not support our PSG application. So, but I need to clarify whether your proposed package today that you are talking about is in fact this same PSG scheme that I recently applied.
Yes, you're right. So what Roger have shown just now is exactly what our PSG approved package. Then, because the reason you're getting reject is because you are fall under the NPO's categories, which this PSG grant is only eligible for those SME. Then for NPO, not-for-profit organization like yourself, you should go for Tech and Go. And I believe Pumpkin Squad from NCSS will assist you regarding the grant applications. Definitely, you can get the solution from us. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for clarifying. Then I'll go for the Tech and Go.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Hi, this is Wai Chong from South Foundation. I just want to check, when you are using Adobe Sign with like what Roger demonstrated just now, right?
Right.
Are you able to click on the signature? Because a lot of the signatory software that we see on the market right now is that when you send out a document, right, the signature can actually be saved as a picture. So I just want to check whether does this happen with the solution that you guys are recommending.
Okay, so let me take this question. So Roger again. All right. So yes, so you can actually click, and I can actually put any pictures into the Hello Sign and then paste it on the document and send it out. So I can even put in my company logo, the company stamp, and sign it out. So the idea behind Hello Sign is not that picture that is on it. Is when you sign the application, there will be a audit trail. They will authenticate you are the owner of, or the person who is supposed to sign, and after that they will authenticate you are the person, and then when you send out, there will be a audit trail of your IP address as well. So with this audit trail, these are the legal binding things in the hello sign, not that signature. The signature is basically because as you know, we all are so used to signature, so that's why they have this signature thing there.
Yes, Roger, I understand the audit trail bit, but no, you're not answering my question. I'm asking whether when the document is being sent out, can the recipient click on the signature and save the signature as a...
Oh no, it can't. You can't. But
can you show us?
If he can you you just give me a moment.
Yeah.
Let me get a new share. So let me open up.
Hi everyone,
this
just
one.
to remind that you have about 4 minutes left before we jump back to the main room. Thank you.
Wait, this is sorry, let me just open up in the PDF. Okay. Are you able to see my Adobe?
Yes.
Okay, wait, let me. You can see, huh? Okay, good. Okay, let me close this. Okay, so I can't do anything to this, but as I said, if I use the capture software to capture the screenshot, there's nothing I can do. I will be able to take the picture, or I use my mobile phone and take a picture. You are still able to capture the signature.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah. So,
thanks.
Yeah. So basically, whether you are using any software, that's why they know that you can't stop people from. Even I can use a handphone to capture the signature. Yeah. So the legal binding part is on the audit trail. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Catherine. Could you answer the questions that are in the chat?
Yeah, I am answering actually.
Okay. Is there any verbal question, or you want to verbally reply? Yeah, because no time. Thanks.
Reply is faster. So Aloysius have questions about the differences between G Suite Microsoft 365, the paid license as well as the free license. So this one, may I have Roger to answer on this? The paid license and free license differences for G Suite and Microsoft 365.
So there's no more free license now for G Suite. Or I mean, unless it's a Gmail, but if you are using
Google Workspace.
Google Workspace, right? Google Workspace.
Okay, so there's no more.
Was there a question, or because I cannot really hear him clearly? I think Roger was muted. I cannot really hear him clearly. I'm just wondering, because right now, initially you demonstrated like we can type like things in Google Documents, and several users can type it at a time. But that's what I'm doing at the moment, and I'm just wondering what's the difference between the paid one and
Oh, okay. So there is no difference. So if you are using Google Docs are you using Gmail now?
Okay, so for my organization, we have our own email, but then we don't access it via Gmail. So I'm just,
Oh, okay. So you're only using the Google Docs function now?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So yeah, the free one, even for Gmail, you can go into Google Docs and everything is the same. There's no difference. The only thing that the paid one is because it has the security features. They have more, they have SLA on your drive. Okay, and yeah, it's more secure basically.
Okay, so basically to summarize that, the reason why I'm paying it is for security reasons. Is that what I'm trying to say? Okay.
And then you are able to block people from sending the document to external domain. In Gmail, you can send to anyone. There's no way to stop it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, there is question from Hong Hui and Jason. It's about the theme for the TNG, whether can purchase the laptop without G Suite or Microsoft 365 or not.
For this question, can I clarify? So do you offer standalone laptops in your PSG package?
PSG, we are mandated to have it come with the either G Microsoft 365, but I'm not too sure about TNG whether.
Okay, because currently we follow the PSG pre-approved scope. Yep. So if that is how they are offering the solutions, unfortunately, we are funding based on that.
Okay.
Sorry. Yep.
Okay, so we are going to close this breakout room right now. So thank you so much for our vendors for your time and your demonstration. I hope all the participants had a wonderful time learning about the two softwares, and we hope to receive your application soon. Right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.